Hello, welcome to Lore Master's Lair. I'm your Lore Master, here today to continue our examination of the continent of Tianxi. Today we are looking at a creature which, lore-wise, is universal, but practically only appears connected to the east. Kami. Let's get started. Long ago, the gods crafted the spirits known as Kami for the purpose of guarding all of their creations, especially those unable to protect themselves. And so they watch over the natural world, those which have no consciousness and those which is not artificial, to allow them to grow, to best live its life in the cycle of the world, and to eventually end its purpose, to when Kami move on to their next purpose. The object or animal or plant or really large swath of land that a Kami is attached to is called a ward. The relationship between a Kami and a ward is not a possession, but protection. And they both live in a symbiotic relationship. A Kami can have only one ward at a time and needs to return to their wards to rejuvenate and not go mad. Well, on the ward side, being protected by Kami causes them to live or be sustained better, whatever it is its award is, but while being separated from the Kami for extended periods of time leads to premature aging, or in the case of inanimate objects, wearing down at extended rates. Kami can work decently with humans, depending on the type of humans, of course. In small world communities, they often pay respect to the spirits, giving them a bit of all food collected and holding large festivals. And in turn, the Kamis have cordial relationships with them. Those which exploit the land, in turn, keep shrines of Kami in places considered forbidden, with only a select few representatives sent to negotiate, and any festivals are one of appeasement instead of camaraderie. And then there are those with antagonistic relationships. Here, people mostly urban, making the point of hunting for the spirits, to stop them from destroying their precious civilization. There are several types of Kami. Let's go through the most common. Fukujin are ones which watch over the bonsai, and many gardeners wish to become skilled enough to draw a Kami into their work. But what these weaker Kami are known for is having vast knowledge, which they are more than happy to share with those who treat them with respect. Shikigami attach themselves to small works made by humans, like stepping stones or garden statues. They're about 2 feet tall and vaguely humanoid, but like small hats and jewelry. Kodama are the Kami most thought of, the tree Kami, small stone creatures with humanoid shapes and holes for eyes and mouth. They're usually considered good omens for travelers, but those who would harm the forests, well, they'll find that Kodama live in packs. Kuishin are those who guard tories, gateways, and holy places. Looking like Legolas samurai, their main duty is not to nature, but to fight against the Oni. And then more humanoid-looking Kami are the Doshojin, the Kami of footpaths and crossroads, who are happy to assist in the expansion of humanoid civilization, as long as they do not mess with wards of other Kamis, of course. Surujin are the Kami of water, from rivers to ponds to springs. They're known for interacting with humanoids the least, and will only make any sign of themselves known when their wards are being threatened. Kaminari live in the hearts of storms, only truly caring about the wards and the drums they constantly play. While they care little for humans, they will always jump at a chance to talk to a fellow bard. Toshigami are less associated with a singular thing and more of places which are connected to the passage of time. They're considered quite dangerous, beings connected to both the beginning of life and the end of all things. And the strongest are Jinu Shigami, who guard large masses of land, whether entire forests, glaciers, or volcanoes. They are 40 feet tall and composed of all elements of nature, especially those connected to that which they make their ward. And even greater than them are the eldest of Jinu Shigami, who protect entire reefs, mountain ranges, or deserts. If you were around for my Oni video, then you know the two books which are most connected to Kami: the Laws of Golden Perfection and the Taiyagama. The rules are the laws which Kami all base their lives and works on, fulfilling their duties to make the world better, with the price of failure likely being falling to an Oni. Well, falling to eventually become an Oni. You know what I meant. The Taiyagama is an old set of stories of a young boy interacting with Kami and Oni, with much of the advice of dealing with both actually being accurate. A good combination of both stories will allow humans to successfully interact with Kami. Well, mostly. You can never tell with nature spirits, of course. One of the things I'm doing these 3 months, where I can, is explore the pre-Lost Omens books which challenge the information, so we can have some basis before the full write-ups. And this week gives me another opportunity. The place known as the birthplace of the Kami, the Forest of Spirits. Found between the nations of Hangul and Minkai, this forest is a place where Kami influences felt the strongest. Kami are wary of civilization, but they will allow travelers who gain their trust to pass, or allow the Spirit Road, because the offerings presented by the two nations who use it as a trade route. However, it is not just Kami who live in the forest, but also small civilizations of Tengu and Kitsune, or more unlikely to run into here, forest dragons and Oni outside of the Kami's touch. One final note for Kami and one hope I have for Tianshi. The demigods of the Kami are the Kami lords. We have not seen them, just heard mention of some of the deals they made with mortals of Minkai in the past. As a lover of all things deity, one of my many hopes for the Tianshi books is some more information on the Kami lords. Maybe even a Kami bloodline to oppose the Oni's hunger seed. What that would entail, I do not exactly know, but I have been blessed with fulfillment of some of my hopes before, so we can just wait and see. Hopefully something comes along. And that is today's video. More on the shorter side, but hopefully Puzzle gives us enough that I get to add a section for Kami at my end of year errata. Next week we are looking forward to a visit from our favorite traveling merchant. See you then.